How do you know if you have a knee dislocation or instability without going to the doctor? In this video I'm going to explain what these are and maybe it will help you make the choice to go to a doctor or not. A patella, commonly called the kneecap, stay with me here, there's a reason for this, is the small piece of bone in front of the knee that slides up and down a groove in the femur bone when you move. I've heard it called a floating bone, as it is not normally in direct contact with other bones. Kneecaps move up and down and they can move quite a bit. Physical therapists will sometimes make sure the kneecap is moving well in 8 directions. Take a moment to look at your knee if you need to. It is surprising how many adults think that their kneecap slides to the right every time they bend their leg. This may seem silly, but I have had way too many people argue with me. At some time in our lives we've probably all taken for granted the amazing and sometimes evil knee. It may seem like an extra part, but the kneecap helps protect your knee joint. It also helps muscles, tendons and ligaments work correctly, as well as helps you move your knee and bend your leg. So even if it starts giving you a lot of grief, a doctor isn't likely to remove it. Some of us are greatly bothered by the sight of dislocations and the things I'm talking about, so I try to be careful in my videos to not show too much and trigger anyone. If you follow sports, you may know sometimes even the toughest of us may cry or freak out when it comes to the experience or sight of a dislocation. Someday maybe I will make a video just for that. A knee dislocation is when the bones around the knee are not in place. There are different types of dislocations. A patella dislocation is when a kneecap slips out of the groove completely. You won't be able to walk. It can feel a little like this. It can resolve by itself, when you straighten your leg, or sometimes needs help. Most sources say to seek medical attention. You may be able to see a deformity. In a patella dislocation you may see the patella over on the outside of the leg. It is not uncommon to have a knee injury during sports or trauma and to have a subluxation or dislocation. It does not necessarily mean you are going to have a lifelong condition. Statistically, after one dislocation you are more likely to have another dislocation. See an orthopedic specialist for evaluation and get images. A subluxation is when a kneecap slips out of the groove partially but not completely. Patella instability is a condition where someone tends to experience repeated subluxations or dislocations. It means the knee is unstable and unreliable. A doctor may recommend bracing, exercises, or surgery. What do I look for? Some signs and symptoms you may experience with your knee are: recurring subluxation, recurring dislocation, knee feels sprained, noticeable deformity, noise or pop sound during injury, kneecap moves more than usual, a general feeling of unsteadiness, general knee discomfort, something's not right, feeling or tendency of the knee to give way or buckle or catch, stiffness or locking sensation, pain, swelling, difficulty walking, standing up from a sitting position, climbing stairs, and more. Finally, one of our least favorite to talk about or think about is falling. Some of us have dislocated while walking and have fallen. We're not doing that anymore. You can use this list to help talk to your doctor about exactly what is going on with you or your child. I will put it in the video details and mark ones you want to look for in children or if someone can't talk to you. Join our private Facebook group for discussion and support. Watch this video next to see if you have any of these characteristics of people with unstable knees, and take care.